Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to show you something that I've never run into before. It's the first time I've ever seen this, and it was actually pretty cool of how messed up it was, or the funky thing that it was doing. As far as the complaint or the issue at hand is, it's got to do with the key. And the key, when you have the key and you walk up to the vehicle, it starts to unlock and lock, unlock, lock, lock, unlock. It starts going crazy. You don't have to press a button. It starts doing it on its own. Now, yes, I understand some of these have what's called comfort access. Now, that is BMW's term for the basically wireless. You can have it in your pocket, reach over, and it unlocks and everything once it senses the key around the vehicle. You can have it still in your pocket, get in, and start, run, and drive, and never have to actually physically insert the key, so on and so forth. This vehicle does have comfort access. To eliminate that, now this came from my buddy's shop. I told him unplug that comfort access module, see if the whole wigging out of lock and unlocking stops. If it does, we know it's related to comfort access, and we can diagnose that from there. If it doesn't stop, then it's something else. So he unplugged comfort access. It still acted up. So I had to take a look at it because of how crazy it acts up. So I'll get you a shot of what it does, and we'll go from there. Okay, so this is the key that the customer came with, and my buddy called him, and this is the only key they have. So as far as what the car does, I will show you. So here I lock the vehicle. I'm walking around. I'm in the passenger side. I'll stand here for a minute. Again, nothing happens. This is the other thing that take note. It only happens when you're over by the driver's side. I didn't get the chance to fully get into as deep as I wanted it to because of a time frame. This is not my customer. Again, it's a customer from another shop. But maybe if they get it back, I'd like to do some scoping. But did you hear that? It's locking, unlocking, all on its own. Now I'm here on the driver's side. So all you got to do is get somewhere near the driver's side. Now watch, I can, and it's locking the windows. Now it's just going crazy. But now, if you know, on some BMWs, if you, I think is hold to lock, it'll close the windows. But there, look, like I said, it's just, this is the customer's complaint. This is crazy. I've never run into this. It's pretty cool, actually. And it has nothing to do with comfort access. So in order to know if you have comfort access, you look for this stripe, these stripes, and then that tells you it is equipped. But that system's disabled, and it's locking, unlocking, without me doing anything. Again, if I try to do something, it'll do it based on my command, but then it'll do its own thing. So I unlocked it, I locked it. Let's leave it, see if it goes crazy. There you go. So let me try here on camera to show you one quick thing that I did to try to attempt to isolate. So it's still doing its thing. Still doing it. Still doing it. Okay. If we kill the battery, or kill the key by taking the battery out, we get nothing. So all that activation, deactivation, whatever, all that stops. Now, in the way I am, my head just starts going. I know these central locking systems pretty well. I had to deal with one that was a real troublesome child, and I learned the whole system pretty in depth. So I started to try to think what could be happening or what's going on, so on and so forth. But basically what it looks like is happening is the key is doing its own activation of unlock and lock as if we were requesting it. Like the key is just wigging out and locking and unlocking on its own. The thing that, we could simply make a call on the key, but the thing I didn't want to do was make a call on the key and not be sure if something from the vehicle was coming towards the key, activating the key. That was the one thing that I didn't want to miss out on misdiagnosing by just saying let's do a key, because if we do a key and then the car is the one that's sending some sort of message to the key and then the key starts acting up, then we'd be in trouble. But for right now, at least we know it's not the vehicle itself. It's not the CAS module, which is the master for the central locking. We know it's not the CAS module going crazy and doing it all in the car. We know that it has to do something with the input from the key. Now, the quick lesson is you press a button here. This sends out frequency. There's an antenna here inside in the back. That'll receive the message of a request from the key, and then that through a dedicated line will go to the CAS module. The CAS module, and then that'll send bus messages to the footwell or the junction box, and then that'll do the locks and so on and so forth. So in a nutshell, that's how it works. Let's go ahead again on camera here. Try to right away. So I'm still putting this together and it's going crazy now. Again, the thing that kills me, it's just on the driver's side. Let's start walking away. So we're right here in the front. It's not doing anything. We can command it. So the distance on the radio frequency when we command it, that's all working. But as soon as we slowly walk, there you go. We get about 4 or 5 feet from the driver's door, and for some reason the key tends to wake up and go crazy and send requests. I really wish I could diagnose what's making the key go crazy, but again, I don't have the luxury of time. I really wish I could, but all right, let me stop there and get you guys on what I decided to do. Okay, so here's the key. I'm leaving that there. The thing that I decided to do was I had spare ones of these. I basically decided to take an easy road to eliminate the fact that truly is a key problem. So I generated the key and I then started testing the same way. So we are now next to the door. To prove and show you that this one does work, it has been generated to the vehicle. So it is unlocked. Let's lock it. Okay. And unlock. We'll get in. Okay, so just to show you, that proves out this key has been generated correctly. It's working properly. It locks and unlocks with the command from us. And we could be next to the vehicle and nothing is waking up the key making it send out requests. So, new key, completely different key, generated to see and isolate if it truly is a key-only problem, and that helps, or basically it proves out that it is a key problem. Now, I usually don't do this much of a quick, easy type of deal. I really didn't show any type of testing. It's just more of a logical step and process of elimination, knowing the system. My biggest hang up in just how I am is I wish I could have, again, I keep expressing it, it's just because it's so crazy to see. Something is making that key come alive and send requests when it gets near that area. There's no way that I can sit here and start scoping, tapping in, so on and so forth to try to isolate the issue, which then I still might not even find out what's going on. But there has to be something near that driver's side that's waking the key up. But unfortunately, I apologize. I hate the fact that I can't get in deeper, but hopefully, at least if you guys ever run into this, it helps you guys out to isolate the problem towards being a key and simply try to eliminate by taking the battery out, also unplugging the CAS, the comfort access module, leaving it just the car and key, eliminate the key, have the problem go away, and then you could most likely comfortably go ahead and generate a key. So that's all that I'll be able to show you for now. This one is, I guess, fixed. A new key was all that it needed, which obviously customer never had, so they never knew to try that. But from now on, at least they won't have the annoying issue going on. And then I'll get this over to my friend's shop. He can then hand the vehicle over and everyone will be happy. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. I did, sorta, but maybe the next one I can get a little bit deeper involved. But that's all. We'll move on from here on out.